They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a dummy.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking now at some numbers for Kelly Oubre.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Jared Allen, and it's Stallone in at the 3. And for Washington, we've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Walker, and it's Carrington in at the 2-guard spot. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And so off the tip, it's Washington. Here's Bufkin. To the inside. Deflected! And he's able to get it back. And down it goes. 2 points. Here's the Beast. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. Pass to Diabate. Here's Benton. Here's the Beast. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Carrington doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. It's tipped. Here's Salome. He's covered by Oubre. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The Beast. Good.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Carrington. Down low. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
course, you look at this Washington team, they hit the reset button.
BA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
Here's Carrington. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Here's Salone. And the layup is good off the glass.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Goes up at the stripe. Banton pulls it in.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
The Beast lays it up and banks it in. The Beast has got 9.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Walker. Outside Oubre. The 3. Drains the triple.
Well, he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3 and D ability on the wing.
Inside. Here's the Beast. Rebound Washington. The Cavs beat them last time when they met in Cleveland.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Banton passes to the Beast. Back to Banton. Pass to Allen. Here's the Beast. Here's Banton. Just 5 to shoot. It's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He contributed 52 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for his squad. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Carrington. Outside Oubre. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Lufkin. And another miss by Washington. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's the Beast. Walker pulls down the board. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. There's a minute 17 left now in the first quarter. Here's Buffkin. He played a great game against the Lakers. Back to Walker. From deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And this group has reached rarefied air with the win streak underway. Now up to 21. Unbelievable.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
Here's the Beast. He's got 9. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Cleveland making a change here. The Wizards trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lewis. 8 points in his last time out. Washington again can't hit.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Batten passes to Garland. Pass to Gordon for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Aaron Gordon is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
The Cavaliers lead by 7. Pass to Garland. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Back to Mitchell. And here's Hunter for 3. Rebound Washington. Walker's got 4 rebounds in the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the wing, right side. Here's Potter. Checked by Mitchell. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Misses the layup. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Gordon. Right side, Mitchell. Outside, Alexander Walker. Screen by Gordon. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for the Wizards. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Potter, pass to Lewis. Hey, expanding his range. Gordon pulls it in. The Cavaliers lead by 7. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot from the top of the key. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Butler comes in for Garland. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Walker. Here's Carrington. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 9. And now Allie LaForce with an update on Kelly Oubre. What's news, Allie?
Brian, I just talked with Washington's head athletic trainer. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to be healthy coming down the stretch. It looks like their depth will be tested now.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Now here's Butler. Outside, Alexander Walker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Cleveland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he drops it first. You know, Doris, what you love about this time of year, some of these games have a playoff atmosphere.
It's been fascinating. The changes the league has made certainly has had an impact on how competitive these late season games are. Desperation starts to kick in. Every win is cause for celebration. Every loss hurts. It can't play any better than that.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Carrington. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Forte. Here's Bufkin. There's the triple. And again, Washington with a triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Allen outside. Now here's Gordon. Green for 3. First shot won't go.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you got to play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Here's Bufkin, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 5. A clear look for Green, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Green's got his first points of the game.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
There's a minute 17 left in the half. And he gets the bucket. He's got 5.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
The drive by Butler. Banked it in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Here's Lewis. Still no points. To the middle. Here's Bufkin. Got a piece of it. Outside, Alexander Walker. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Lewis. Butler covering. Here's Carrington. And it's off from 3-point range.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Green, the pass to Butler. It's hauled in by Carrington.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Bufkin, beyond the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers earning this break in the action, up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Washington Wizards.
You can see their game plan. Play outside in. They just haven't gotten to the end part. And maybe they won't.
They would if I were coaching.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Walker out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Bufkin in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
To the paint. Diabate grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 12.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Carrington. He has 6. Looking to get it going. Misses in close. Well, the Cavaliers' shooting has been good. 54% on this one. And there's the rejection. And they recover it. Here's the Beast. Drops in the 3. The Beast has got 7 points for the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Washington shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Cleveland leading by 16. To the inside. Pass to Diabate. Here's the Beast. Tipped. Here's Carrington. He has 6. Down low. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. 7 points in the game.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Allen, the pass to Benton. Here's the Beast. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Wizards trail by 16. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Walker. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Pass to Diabate. The steal. Here's Bufkin. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. First one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Diabate. And here's Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. That shot off.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Oubre. Here's Carrington. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Carrington's got 8.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game, and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
We certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Outside Mitchell. 1:49 left in the third quarter here. The Wizards trail by 11. Here's Carrington. Give him 8. Outside Oubre. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Salon, he's got 5 rebounds in the game. Garland looking around. Pass to Salon from downtown. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Carrington. Checked by Mitchell. Lets it go from the wing. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 6 rebounds in the game. Garland with the ball. Averaging around 6 a game. The shot by Diabate, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Bufkin. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. And Washington making a change here. Lewis is checked in. The Cavaliers lead by 11. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. It's deflected. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Lewis. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. And it's good. 2 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Wizards trail by 9. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Green. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's the Beast in at the 2. He tries the 3. Gordon pulls it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Bufkin driving in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
The Wizards shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Pass to Bufkin. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. 17 points was their biggest margin. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Diabate's checked in for the Cavaliers. Forte passes to Alexander. Here's Bufkin. Pass to Lewis. The floater. The rebound by Allen.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Here's the Beast. Washington with a rebound. Bufkin's got 4 rebounds now. There's the 3. Forte's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 13. 4-3 on target from range. The Beast has got 15 points here in the second half.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Bufkin, no good. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. The Beast passes to Alexander Walker. The 3 is up. Lewis with the rebound. Washington has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Out left to the wing. Pass to Bufkin. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Benton to the middle. The Beast. Good. The Beast has got 8 here in this quarter. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Bufkin. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a must.
Alexander Walker, the pass to the Beast. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's the Beast. And he slams it in one-handed.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
The Wizards trail by 16. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
So both free throws good from Allen. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Carrington. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. He makes a first. And he makes both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Cavaliers lead by 16. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The Wizards have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Pass to Carrington. Shoots. And again, Washington, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Bufkin. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. Here's the Beast. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 19-point game. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
The Beast. Good.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Cavaliers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for the Beast.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
A new lineup here for Washington. Pass to Stockton. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Allen.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's the Beast. The rebound by Forte. The Wizards on offense. Here's Lewis. He puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Here's Benton. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Second best player in the game.
Tonight should be easy work.
What's up, MP? These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Orlando. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And now for the Cavs. They're just taking it one game at a time, dismantling each opponent along the way as they were predicted to do.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. We've got the Beast, also Darius Garland out there. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Allen. And it's Diabate in at the four-man position. And for the Hornets, they've got Holland. He's out there with Forte. And it's Garuba in at center. Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
Here's Ball. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Garuba. Here's Brown. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Holland. To the wing right side. Fires the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. I briefly spoke with Charlotte's head coach, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite three-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Ball. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Here's Brown. Here's Forte. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
To the middle.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Mitchell's shot is good.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
And here is Ball, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Forte, and that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Holland. His scoring has been done on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And that one's good. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Garland, the pass to the Beast. They set the pick. Mitchell left side. 4 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington. Takes it inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Ball, the pass to Brown. To the inside. Here's Forte. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Here's the Beast. And it's Forte with the rebound. Hornets leading by 3. Pulls up on the wing. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
The Beast kicks it out to Mitchell. They get it back. Here's Diabate. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. 1:04 left to play here in the first. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
Here's Forte. He's got 5. That one goes in.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
The Beast can't hit.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Simmons. 9 points last game. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. The shot's good from Roy.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Pass to Salon. There's the 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Here's Forte. It's rebounded by Roddy. And taken away by Roy. Here's Stevens. The shot from the low post is good. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hornets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Aaron Gordon, and it's Benton in at the point. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He dropped in 38 points, and he hit some big shots behind the arc, making an impact from deep. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. And Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Roy. There's the triple. And again, the Hornets missing. Cavaliers shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. On target from 13 feet. Hunter's got his first 2 points.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Simmons passes to Stevens. Ball stolen. Now, here's Hunter. Defense right on him, so they take the lead. Hunter's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Cleveland making a change here. Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the season have really been standing out. Ben Simmons third.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
Yeah, it's just not their quickness or their hands that have them at the top of the list. It's their defensive instincts that set them apart.
There you go. Money shot for Ben Simmons, trying to open up those driving lanes.
The Beast. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Friday, the Golden State Warriors come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. Holland, he's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for Ben Simmons.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Garuba. Charlotte moving the ball around. Deep 2 from Ball. Allen with the rebound. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 12-3 run right now. The Beast passes to Butler. Here's the Beast. 20 feet out. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Down low. Here's Garuba. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Allen. Cavaliers leading. Here's Holland. It's stolen by Allen. Here's the Beast. No good with the layup.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Ball against Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jer. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
the previous play is under review.
It's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
People have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Here's Brown. Covered by Hunter. Pass to Forte. Outside, Ball. Fires for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shots good by the Beast.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Yes, that goes in. Forte's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Chalk up 2 there. The Beast's got 19 points.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the Beast.
Ball, the pass to Forte. And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Hunter. .46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Holland. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now, Alexander Walker. The Beast passes to Alexander Walker. No good from outside. Charlotte trailing. Ball feeling it out a bit. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key jumper, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And
Brother Bitter King is here.
Game so far. Cleveland ahead as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Charlotte Hornets.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. And now let's see who the winners of the Player of the Week were. In the West, Ja Morant.
Well, Ja Morant has certainly been one of the most exciting guys to watch. The athleticism, are you kidding me? Never passes up an opportunity for a big play, but also does the other stuff. Control the pace, run the offense. He's the complete package.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Forte is out there with home. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Garuba into the foul. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his third foul so far. Ball, the pass to Garuba. Charlotte moving it around.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Holland. Pass to Forte. Diabate grabs the board. Here's the Beast. No good on that one. Hornets trail by 3. For the tie. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Here's Holland. And it's all evened up. Holland's got his third bucket of the night.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland surveying the D. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Here's Holland. 7 points in the game. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
The Beast passes to Mitchell. To end the run. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the Hornets call time here. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And checking out some numbers for him.
And he's got it going at the foul line these days. His free throw percentage looks a lot different in the last 10 games than it did earlier in the season. He's tinkered with a few things and really improved his form.
Deep two from Ball. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Ball's got 11. The Beast passes to Garland. Lets it fly from 18. The Hornets pull it in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ball, the pass to Forte. Goes up to the stripe. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-5 run. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Garland. Pass to Forte. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Forte's got 8 here in the quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Banton. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead has got down to 4 points. The basket there from the Beast. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Charlotte's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Kerry Mobley. And no good as it rattles out. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's the Beast, and it's blocked. Ball with it. He's got 11. Pass to Forte. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Here's Forte. 15 points in the game. Missed inside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's the Beast. And another miss by Cleveland.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Salone. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have been the biggest three-point threat since the All-Star break. In third, the Cavaliers.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Roddy's checked in.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Charlotte moving the ball around. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Stevens. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cavaliers trailing. For the lead. And he drills it. Beautiful release there from the Beast. The Beast's got 7 points here in this quarter. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. From downtown, Charlotte with the new shot clock.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Donovan Mitchell. And it's Roddy in at the 4. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The Beast passes to Roddy. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw good from the Beast. Allen's checked in for Cleveveland. Garland comes in for Delano Banton. Both free throws good from the Beast.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Stephens. Outside Roy. Garland against Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Roy can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's the Beast. Kicks it out to Garland. Allen at the screen for Garland. The Beast passes to Garland. A second chance effort. And he swishes it right through. Garland's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
This is what he does. Garland's just a natural-born scorer.
Here's Forte. Simmons on the wing. Roy, a screen on Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
Technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Forte. Here's Roy. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Christian Brown's checked in for Charlotte. The Cavaliers leading by 5. To the inside. Here's the Beast. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Fires from the line. Kerry Mobley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Charlotte making some changes. Garuba comes in for Roy. And Ball subbed in for Ben Simmons. Cavaliers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Hollins checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ball with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Ball's got 10 points here in the second half.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Shots good by the Beast.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Stolen by Mitchell. The 3 from Garland. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Brown the pass to Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Into the lane. That's tipped. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Holland no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Mitchell passes to the Beast. Ball against Garland. All alone. It goes straight through with the swish. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Shots good by the Beast.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Forte missing. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. The Beast. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
A floater, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
The Beast passes to Mitchell. Cleveland moving it around. Fires the 3. It's the 3-point bomb. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Pass to Brown. And again, the Hornets missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here is Allen. Here's the Beast. Driving to the basket. Count it, good. The Beast's got 47 points.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll now won 70 on the year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Beast.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Mitchell passes to the Beast. Now, here's Garland. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Good game, MP. That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Australia?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Best squad ever. Go, go, go. We got your back.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. Taking a look at Cleveland, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference.
Right now for Cleveland, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Armstrong in at the 5. And for Cleveland, they've got Darius Garland. Jarrett Allen out there with Mitchell. And it's Diabate in at the 4. And in the second game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, that's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the second game, but the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled, and the players spoke up and the league listened.
Outside Sharp. And he jams it down right on top of Jarrett Allen.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Here's Terry. Check by Mitchell. Pass to Simons. Here's Armstrong. The rebound by Allen. Outside Mitchell. Here's Armstrong. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Garland against Simons. 4 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, B.A., can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
Now here's Sharp. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. It's blocked.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
You could put that ball just about anywhere for Jarrett Allen. Puts those long arms to great use.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Back to Simons. Over Garland. Blocked! And they get it back. And again, no good by Golden State.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Diabate's shot is good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Time for the 2K leaderboard, showing numbers from the second half of the season, teams that love to run. Cleveland, number 1.
Here's a team that is not being slowed down by the long NBA season. They've been looking to push the ball every chance they can get.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Simons. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Count it from distance.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths. Just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Garland against Simons. Garland, the pass to Allen. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's Simons with the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And the Warriors making a change here. Strawther's checked in. A shot by Terry, no good. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Mitchell. The Warriors pull it in, coming into this having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Armstrong from behind the arc. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. The Cavaliers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. The Beast. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got 4 rebounds in the game.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Roddy's checked in. Inside. Here's the Beast. And he jams it home with authority.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, it's that old core, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Roddy, the pass to the Beast. And here's Gordon from the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Warriors leading. High arcing shot. Blocked.
And a swat by Aaron Gordon.
Out to the wing. The Beast passes to Roddy. Here's the Beast. Pass to Roddy. And here's Gordon. Here's the Beast. It's rebounded by Golden State. Armstrong's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Here's Weber. No made baskets yet. Here's Terry. Goes up on the wing. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Tipped. 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Simons outside. Knocks it down from distance. Simons got 11 points.
And this is how confident Simons is playing right now. He knows how lethal he is off the catch.
Here's the Beast. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. There's 18 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Tyson driving to the basket. Oh, Oh, nice one-handed slam right there.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. With one on the clock, the Beast. Good. He's got 12.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Warriors on top. They lead by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Luguentz Dort, and it's Tyson in at the 4-man position. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He finished with 47 points, and a lot of his teammates' baskets came off of his feet. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Weber. No points yet. Garrett can't hit. Outside Butler. Driving inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Strawther. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Tyson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Both good from the line that time. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now Butler. Fires the 3. Sharp grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Clock is at 3. Jacks up at 3. Rebounded by Butler. Cleveland leading by 5. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. That one's good for 2.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Sharp with it. A valuable part of their offense. Averaging a little more than 16 a game. And it's Simons missing. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And their ongoing winning streak has been the top story in the league lately. A stunning 23 straight victories so far.
And this kind of winning streak is special. It's really been interesting to just how many ways They are taking advantage of their opponents, pulling off 10-0 runs, constant stifling ball pressure, interior rim protection. The three-pointers are going down. This team is super exciting to watch.
Diabate sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Simons outside. Knocks down the long J. Simons has got 14 points.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
And there's a pick. And here's Hunter from the arc. The offensive rebound. Outside, Alexander Walker. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Cleveland leading by 6. Pass to Butler. Back to Hunter. Let's go with a 3. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And the coaching staff and this team, they count on Allen for those second chance opportunities. So he collects 2 more.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. .121 left to play in the first half of basketball. Simons outside. The 3 doesn't go for him.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Patton passes to Robbie. And that one good. And now a 10-point Cleveland lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Armstrong. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. With some arc. Sharp, no good. Cleveland leading by 10. Here's Salon. Patton passes to Gordon. Gets the 3 to fall. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
0 hesitation that time from Gordon.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's Simons with a 3. That shot is off.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Left side, Alexander Walker. Pass to Roddy. Out to Gordon. Launches it. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Cleveland in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq, Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Cleveland has possession. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. It'll be the front end of a two-game road trip. We've got Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's the Beast in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Cleveland, Simon's shot is good.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simon's looking really comfortable in the set there.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's the Beast. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Outside Garland. Here's the Beast. Guarded by Sharp. 6 to shoot. Here's the Beast. The rebound by Terry. Warriors trail by 12. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Simons outside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the Beast. Count the basket. The Beast has gotten 4 this quarter.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Warriors. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team, and hope for the best.
Here's Sharp. Count that bucket. Sharp's gotten his second bucket.
Just a gutsy play from Sharp as he goes inside and absorbs all the contact.
The Beast passes to Garland. Here's the Beast. It's rebounded by Golden State. Armstrong's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sharp. Here's Armstrong. Knocks it loose. Right side Garland. To the middle. Here's Allen. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Sharp. Simons outside. Back to Sharp. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Really taking it to the defense. Sharp was smart not to hold back that time.
Green's checked in for Cleveland. Butler comes in for Garland. Both free throws good from Sharp. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Warriors with the rebound. Armstrong's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Tyson. And it's blocked.
DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Gordon, he's checked in for Diabate. Strother's checked in for the Warriors. Tyson with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Back to Simons. From the arc. It's tipped.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's Terry. No points so far. Now here's Hunter to the paint. Powered down after the assist, led him to the lane.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Simon's shot is good.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Here's the Beast. And he drops it in from the low post. The Beast has got 13 in the second half.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Simons. And the layup is good.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's the Beast. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
Warriors trail by 16. Pass to Armstrong. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Strother, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
The Beast passes to Hunter. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Simons. Butler on the wing. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Strother. Fires in the triple. Strother's got 5.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Here's the Beast. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
And it's Simons with the ball for Golden State. 15-point game. And here's Butler outside. That one is off. Here's Strother. Pass to Simons. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one. And so it's Cleveland liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State to start the 4th. We've got Anthony Simons, and it's Weber in at the 2. And it's Simons missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
They set the pick. With the teardrop. Pass to Diabate. Strother grabs a miss.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Salon. Back to Garland. Here's Benton. This one for three. Hits the three-pointer. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Mamukelashvili passes to Sharp. Over Garland. And that one's good. Sharp.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Pass to Salon. From outside the arc. Strother grabs a miss. Warriors trail by 14. Outside Sharp. And there's the drive. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Roddy. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen comes in for Diabate, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Roddy. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Sharp, puts up a three. And the Warriors miss again. The Cavaliers lead by 16. Outside Garland. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Anthony Simons.
Well, Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
That's good from Garland.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
Garland hits them both.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Warriors trail by 18. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sharp. Yeah, that one's good. Sharp's gotten 4 this quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Salon. Here's Benton. Right side Garland. Pure from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
Simons passes to Sharp. Now here's Simons. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Salon. Now Mitchell. Right wing. Garland for three. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Tyson. Lets the three fly. That one no good. The Cavaliers lead by 17. Pass to Salon. Shoots over Simons. And Salon gets it to go.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position. And Garland did a nice job there.
Here's Terry. Armstrong passes to Sharp. Down low. Armstrong, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Allen outside.
Allen is a mobile 7-footer, rim protector. He's pretty solid offensively, so he provides the kind of stability you want at that position nowadays.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
That free throw, no good. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Good on the second one. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, B.A., as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Cavaliers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this isn't something we get to see every day, folks. This team has fought their way to an amazing 71 total wins this year. Unbelievable.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Beast.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
43 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Butler. Pass to Hunter. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Golden State. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Sharp. Here's Terry. Launches a 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill.
Great win tonight, MP.